Hi, welcome to Yorkshireman Outdoors. I'm Mike. We're indoors at the minute because we've just taken delivery of one of the new original Outpacker stoves. We've gone for the Firebox Eco. It's supposed to give improved, cleaner burning, and I thought we'd have a look at it straight from the box. And in a later video, we'll probably do a first burn, and then we'll try it out in a hot tent. So initially, there's the box, as just delivered by FedEx. I have to say I'm pretty impressed already because it was only ordered yesterday morning and they've managed to get it to me literally overnight at no extra charge, free delivery. It's a pretty hefty box. I wouldn't like to think I was carrying it about on my back, but then that's not why I've bought this thing. So yeah, so we'll have a look, we'll get it unpacked and we'll see what our money buys us. Back in a mo. Okay, so here we are. Well packed. I can't imagine it suffering any damage in this packaging. They've certainly gone to town on it. So let's have a look. See what we've got. Now, when I ordered this, I already had a tent in mind for it, so I actually ordered an extra piece of the stovepipe with it, and that's obviously that. And I have to say straight away, that's lovely and light. Stainless steel flue, and that's obviously the bag to keep it all tidy. A useful addition actually, because obviously with any stove that you're going to be using solid fuel, you're always going to have a bit of ash, and you don't want to be putting that in the back of your car. You end up with ash all over everything. So that bag will hopefully prevent that from happening. So as you can see, they've double boxed it for us. So again, we'll pause, it'll just save messing about. Okay, so this is the Big Window Firebox Stove Eco. As I say, incredibly well packed. This is the second box, which we shall just cut through the sellotape. Nice piece of plywood on top just to protect the contents. Decent instruction book. Oh, very nice. It's like Christmas. Okay. As I said, again, very impressed with how well this thing's been packed. Oh, look at that. What a bonny little thing. Okay, first impressions. Very nicely made. Appears to be about 3mm steel on the top. That's not going to bend in a hurry. So what I'll do is I'll just pause you while I get it out. Okay, well that's the stove. That's about as small as it goes. I've already read up these extra panels on the side. It's something to do with this secondary burning, so that basically any gases that haven't been fully burnt, instead of disappearing up the chimney, they actually get recirculated and burn, which means you get more energy out of your fuel, you burn less fuel for more heat, and of course you're not going to have the neighbours complaining because you're chucking out a load of thick, dense smoke. Okay, so let's have a look. Nice idea. All the flue sections sit inside it. Pretty standard idea really these days, but still very useful. Keeps everything tidy. That obviously is our spark arrestor. As I say, I went for one extra length of flue, because I'm going to be fitting this inside a pull molly tent, canvas, and it's quite a tall tent, so I want to make sure that all the smoke and any sparks that are thrown out are sort of vented away well above the canvas. These are the side racks, which is another aspect of this stove I rather like, because as you heat something on the top, you can then place it on the side racks to keep warm. Have a little more control over how much heat is generated. There's the ashtray. That, I believe, is for guy ropes, so that if it's particularly windy, you can tighten this up around the top of the flue, and then you can run some guy lines from the top just to steady it up. I noticed there's only 2 of those. On my Frontier stove there were 3, but that's, yeah, we'll have to see how well that works. Nicely made. And this obviously is the dust tray, and I assume the glass, which they've obviously removed for safe travelling. Okay. Right, well, the first job is to put the glass in. It comes supplied with like a heat-proof tape, and you've got to remove these 4 clips. So just remove the nuts. All seems very straightforward up to now. There is a little note that's worth noting, and they're saying that when you put this back in, you only tighten these nuts finger tight and then give them just, I believe it's half a turn with a pair of pliers. And that's all you give it, because otherwise you stand a very good chance of breaking the glass. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop filming, because I'm going to have to use both hands here. We'll get this tape cut and we'll get it self-adhesive, so we'll get it stuck in place, and then we'll see about putting the glass in. Okay, so there we have it. As you can see, we've got the heat-proof tape in, and the clips are off, so all that remains to be done is just pop the glass in like so, get it squared up a bit, and then we'll put the clips back on. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. As I said earlier, it does say that you only put these nuts on finger tight, so I think we'll have to see how we go along with this. Just as an aside there, that grate's a nice thickness as well. I can't see that burning through in any hurry. Right, I'll just get the spanner, I'll give those half a turn apiece, and we'll see where we go from there. Okay, so that's the glass in place. The next job, let's have a look at the legs. As you can see, they just tuck away very neatly. Turn it over. There we go. Nice, neat little stove. Nice big window as well, which would be nice in the tent. Obviously you've got your top hatch as well. There's the grate. And again, it's lovely thick steel. It's there's nothing tinny or cheap nasty about this thing at all. And in with the ashtray. Yeah, very impressed. Very impressed. Well, I think the next job is to take it outside and we'll do a trial burn, because apparently it's a good idea to let them burn in a little bit at a medium temperature, just to give them a chance to get rid of all the fumes. We'll try these side grates on first. I think the idea of these is, once you've done your cooking, you can actually put things to one side to keep warm, but I'm already thinking about how useful it'd be for drying stuff. You know, after a day's walking in the mountains, wet through, gloves, socks, just hang them on there and dry them out. Yeah, very impressed.